Alright, buckle up because we're diving into the wildest courtroom drama you've never seen on Netflix, but it's real, it's raw, and it's about to blow your mind. Viewer discretion? Oh, absolutely. This is the verbatim federal courtroom testimony from the Sean Diddy Combs trial, as reported by Inner City Press, and trust me, it's a roller coaster. Picture a packed courtroom, reporters holding their breath, and Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, that Samuel L. Jackson, strutting to the witness stand like he's about to drop a motherfucker bomb. But no, he's not here to quote Pulp Fiction. He's here to expose two titans of black entertainment. Diddy, on trial for an alleged sex trafficking and intimidation empire, and Steve Harvey, accused of enabling a culture that kept it all hush-hush. Over the next 10 minutes, we're unpacking Jackson's explosive testimony, from phone logs to a secret body cam video that hits like a plot twist in a Shyamalan movie. Reputations? On the line? Freedom? Maybe. Well, let's roll. Day 8 of the Combs-Harvey racketeering trial, and the courtroom's already a circus of music execs, bodyguards, and tearful exes. Then boom, a sealed subpoena unseals, and in walks Samuel L. Jackson, the man whose voice could sell ice to penguins. Reporters thought he'd drop a quick vibe check on Hollywood culture. Instead, he delivers a 45-minute masterclass in receipts, emails, DMs, texts, you name it. Because 23 years ago, when his daughter Zoe was born, Jackson swore he'd protect her from Hollywood's predatory pipeline. So he became the industry's unofficial archivist, collecting dirt to keep his kids safe. Smart move, Sam. Now, he's on the stand and he's not playing. He's got a leather-bound notebook, call it the Red Ledger, and it's packed with a timeline of Diddy's dominance, Steve Harvey's social climbing, and the commodification of young black women under the guise of mentoring. Oh, and he's linking it all to Lori Harvey's controversial relationship with Diddy, plus fresh civil suits that might torch Steve's empire. Buckle up, because this tea is scalding. Jackson kicks off with a USB drive from 2018 handed to him by an assistant on the set of Shaft. It's got an audio file of Steve Harvey coaching Lori on a high-value etiquette package. Oof, Jackson thought it was just cynical dad advice, until a month later, when a bad boy entertainment engineer slipped him a video. It's Diddy in a studio kitchen dictating Lori's outfits while cracking Stevie Wonder jokes at Steve's expense. Rude and shady, classic Diddy. Jackson, no stranger to Hollywood's dark side, starts connecting dots. He flags files by date, cross-references flight logs, and builds a case. On the stand, he pulls out exhibits like he's in a heist movie. One's an NDA template titled Lifestyle Partnership that Steve sent to Diddy. Another's a voice memo where Diddy calls Lori a green room retainer fee. Jackson reads it in his iconic baritone. Receipts of parental negligence, professional predation, and cross-coastal trafficking of power. The gallery gasps. The judge raises an eyebrow. Steve? Harvey? Staring at the table like it's his only friend. The defense tries to clap back, suggesting Jackson's bitter about not signing with Bad Boy Films. Sam laughs it off. I turned down that cameo because the script had me slap a 21-year-old intern. Turns out they just made it real life. The judge lets it slide. When the defense calls his evidence internet rumors, Jackson drops a bomb, an encrypted signal chat where a Harvey staffer brags, "This Lori Puff link is gonna buy another decade of goodwill with the Family Man audience." The courtroom silent, the recess bell a fire alarm. After lunch, prosecutors ask Jackson to break down his 8-step grooming ladder. He flips open the Red Ledger like it's a sacred text and walks the jury through it. Step 1. Access via admiration. An older gatekeeper praises a young talent, turning them into a living trophy. Step 2. Co-branding. Think matching outfits, stage walk-ons, Father's Day posts. Step 3. Exclusivity. Parents become managers, and outside contacts vanish. Jackson maps this to Lori's timeline. In 2017, Steve's radio show hails Diddy as the blueprint for black entrepreneurship. 6 weeks later, Lori's modeling gigs get canceled so she can shadow Bad Boy staff in LA. That's co-branding, baby. Then an email shows Harvey's assistant pulling Lori from a Vogue Arabia shoot for family obligations. Exclusivity, locked in, Jackson doesn't stop there. He rewinds to 1995 when a young Steve Harvey made a shady deal with Uptown Records' Kirk Burroughs, free stand-up gigs for softball interviews. That hustle turned comedians into brand ambassadors and journalists into lobbyists. Fast forward to 2006 when Steve met Marjorie, ex-wife of drug lord Jim Townsend. Jackson drops a docket number from Townsend's plea deal, hinting at an entertainment corridor for laundering cash through Atlanta's fashion houses. Then the kicker, Steve's talk show, a reputation laundering machine for guys like Diddy. Jackson plays a 2013 clip of Diddy pitching his charter school on Harvey's show. Days after TMZ caught him chucking a kettlebell at a UCLA coach, the studio claps like trained seals. The jury, stone-faced. If the red ledger shook the room, Jackson's real montage, 15 years of whistleblower clips, detonates it. The lights dim, a screen drops, and Jackson narrates like he's voicing a true crime doc. Clip 1, 2009, a yacht off St. Barth's. Diddy, Steve, and 2 execs toast champagne while a 12-year-old girl, allegedly Lori, dances on deck, coached by an unseen voice. Jackson freezes the frame. That's when a father becomes a recruiter. Clip 2, 2015 BET Awards. Lori, 18, in a makeup chair told Puff will be here in 5. She says, "Make me look older." Clip 3, 2019, a Soho penthouse. Diddy, shirtless, tells a chef to plate the oysters sexy for Lori, who laughs nervously. The chef mouths, "This is messed up," to the camera. He quit the next day and DM'd Jackson. Clip 4, a gut punch. It's Steve Harvey thinking a 2021 Zoom rehearsal's off. Joking, "Ain't no sermon without tithes, baby. No difference between the church plate and a revolt deal." He brags about Diddy wiring cash to Lori's LLC. Jackson lets it sink in. That's the transactional backbone of grooming. When the lights come up, jurors avoid the defense table. Diddy scribbles like his life depends on it. Steve, sweating bullets. Part 4 brings the receipts to a new level. Prosecutors wheel in bankers' boxes labeled Vista Aviation. 27 flight manifests spanning 13 years. Jackson, glasses perched, breaks it down. In 2010, Steve's supposedly mentoring teens in Chicago, and Diddy's in Ibiza. Wrong. A Gulfstream G4 leaves Van Nuys for Nassau with Diddy, Marjorie, and Lori, age 17. The gallery gasps. An alternate juror mouths, 17? Jackson keeps going. A 2012 manifest shows Steve's foundation paying for an Anguilla trip. The same jet pops up in Diddy's 2014 tour rider, with Lori on board alongside Bad Boy staffers. Phone tower pings seal the deal, while Steve's live on Atlanta radio, his phone's pinging in Anguilla. Pre-recorded segments, Jackson says, let him chaperone his underage daughter on Mr. Combs' yacht. The defense cries speculation, but the judge overrules. Jackson closes the folder. The question isn't if these trips happened. It's what a 50-year-old mogul and a comedy icon hoped to gain by hiding them. The courtroom feels like an IRS audit, and the vibes? Grim. After lunch, it's showtime. A 50-inch monitor rolls in and Jackson grips a remote. He sets the scene. September 3rd, 2018. A Martha's Vineyard mansion nicknamed White Rabbit. The clip's grainy, night vision style from a Cabana camera. Diddy's voice. "Pass me the Louis Vuitton bag, Fahim." Steve laughs. "You wild puff." Then the subtitles. "Rinse her, then send her to makeup." The audio crackles, but the implication... nuclear. The clip's 45 seconds long, but the gallery erupts. A marshal shushes them. Jackson explains rinse her matches Cassie's testimony about Diddy's post-freak-off ritual. Eucalyptus oil showers to make women camera-ready. Steve's there, complicit, standing by a bag later seized with benzos and prepaid Visa cards. The defense screams deepfake, but the government's forensics expert confirms the metadata's legit. Jackson adds a Venmo log, $4,800 from Steve's LLC to the estate for extended checkout. Then a text from Lori to a friend. "Puff says my smile is ratings gold. Dad keeps telling me ownership is everything. I feel like property." The courtroom freezes. The recess bell can't come soon enough. Jackson pivots to motive the Winans Clause, a shady addendum in Steve's 2017 Endeavor deal. Paragraph 16C gives Endeavor first look rights to Harvey's faith-based dramas, but only if Diddy's ventures co-finance. Translation: Steve's streaming empire depends on Diddy's cash. Jackson shows a stalled gospel docuseries that only aired after Bad Boy wired $2 million, retitled to align with Kanye's choir brand. Emails reveal Harvey's team begging to maintain optics with Diddy to secure renewals. One bullet point: Lori's companionship remains a stabilizing symbol. Yikes. A former Harvey chef's testimony read aloud describes a 2019 gala where Lori was told to wear a no-underlay Tom Ford dress because guests like her natural line. Marjorie gave the order, citing Diddy's stylist. Jackson sums it up: the Winans Clause turned spiritual programming into a pipeline. Money flowed if Lori was at Diddy's parties. The jury's scribbling, the defense's objections overruled. Diddy's attorney, Brian Steele, tries to paint Jackson as a fame-hungry actor. You drank his champagne, walked his red carpets. Jackson claps back: I was promoting a movie, not coaching him on how to treat young women, when Steele suggests Jackson's parenting jabs are gossip. Sam says, I never met Lori privately. That's why I blame her father, not her. The gallery gasps. Candid, not cruel. Steele's trump card, an email thanking Jackson for Hollywood family advice, flops. Jackson: I told Steve to set boundaries. He ignored them, like your client. The jury eats it up. Then a 2003 cassette from a Bad Boy storage unit surfaces. It's Jackson at a Midtown after-hours spot asking Diddy, why you got teenagers in here? Diddy laughs. They're grown enough for what I need. The tape's grainy, but the vibe, predatory. Jackson says Justin Combs was there, laughing, proving the cycle's generational. Jackson raps with damages, social, psychological, generational. After calling out Harvey, he faced Hollywood's wrath, stalled scripts, ghosted invites, charity galas that lost his RSVP. That's the price of truth in a town that sells fantasy, he growls. He recounts a 2021 run-in with Steve who whined, you cost me sponsors. Jackson's reply, no, you cost your daughter's trust. Oh, ooh. The final nail, a Diddy to Harvey text, Sam's on the warpath, remind your girl NDAs matter. The gallery erupts. The judge gavels for order. Jackson's last words, I can't undo what these men did, but I can make sure it ain't hidden behind ratings or royalties. As he steps down, reporters sprint to file stories. Outside, protesters chant, protect black daughters. Social media explodes with hashtag listen to Sam. Diddy's streams tank, Harvey's ad deals vanish. This wasn't just testimony, it was a tectonic shift. Samuel L. Jackson, the meticulous archivist, turned a celebrity scandal into a corporate conspiracy expose. The flight logs, the vineyard tape, the Winans Clause. They paint a picture of power abused, daughters commodified, and silence bought. The jury's not deliberating yet, but the court of public opinion, it's roaring. Diddy and Harvey might still walk, but their empires? Shaking. And Sam? He's not just a hero on screen, he's the elder statesman who said, silence got too damn loud. Rest in peace to the victim's peace of mind caught in this mess, and to Gen Z and millennials watching, share this story, not for clout, but for accountability. The truth's out. Now, what are we gonna do with it?